Chapter 4 "Hello?" Arthur called out softly. No one was in the kitchen except his dog, Pal. Arthur knew his mother was home, though. Her car was in the driveway. But she could be busy, he told Pal. In fact, I'm sure of it. She could be working or helping DW or taking care of baby Kate. I don't want to disturb her. Pal barked. Are you hungry? Said Arthur. Pal wagged his tail. Arthur put down his backpack on the counter. One corner of Mr. Hanny's envelope was sticking out of the flap. Then he began rinsing out Pal's food dish. Mr. Hanny told me the envelope was for Mom, Arthur explained to Pal, but he didn't say what was in it. Pal barked. No, said Arthur, I can't eat the envelope. Pal barked again. No, I can't bury it in the backyard either. He put the empty dish on the floor. Pal whined with disappointment. All my friends think the news must be bad. Arthur went on. Pal continued to whine. Francine thinks I failed Mr. Ratburn's history test. She says I'll have to go to summer school. Arthur made a face. Pal jumped up and down at his side. Arthur fetched the dog food from the pantry. Maybe I'll just leave it out and not say anything. Mr. Hanny said I should bring it home to her. He didn't say I actually had to give it to her. Maybe she won't even notice it. Arthur laid the dish on the table, then opened his backpack. He removed the envelope carefully and put it on the table. What's that? Arthur whirled around to find his sister DW standing in the doorway. What's what? DW pointed. The envelope, silly. Nothing, he shouted. He leaned on the table. It's just a dumb old envelope. People could walk by this envelope for weeks and not even notice it. And even if they did notice it, they wouldn't bother to open a boring envelope like this. That's a lot of nothing, said DW. You sure are acting weird. I'm not acting weird, said Arthur. He straightened up and folded his arms. I'm worried. I'm not worried, I'm hurried. That's it, hurried. Third grade is very busy. DW climbed onto a chair and stared into Arthur's eyes. You don't fool me, she said. I know worry when I see it. Arthur blinked. You do? DW nodded. Yup, you get wrinkles. I do? She nodded. I'm not surprised. You could worry about lots of things, like maybe someday you'll be too old for birthday presents, or maybe you think there really is a boogeyman, and he's just waiting for the first night you forget to check under your bed. Arthur sighed. Those are regular worries, everyday worries. I can handle those. DW gave him a careful look. You mean there's more? Come on, spill the beans. All right, said Arthur. The principal just gave me this envelope for Mom. That's all. Now leave me alone. But DW wasn't finished yet. She took a look at the envelope. What are these words? She asked. Which words? These big words on the front. Private and confidential. DW frowned. I know private. What does confidential mean? Arthur sighed. That only Mom can look at it. DW's eyes opened wide. She got down from the chair and skipped toward the hall singing, Arthur's in trouble, Arthur's in trouble. For once, Arthur didn't argue with her. He knew she was right. Chapter 4